Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to week 3 of Timeless Memories of Vintage Houck. This Houck is being hosted by Carmen, who is Elemental Designs, and by Isabel, who is Crafting with Isabel the Bori. So this week we had to do either a fan or a 12 by 12 layout. And I just have these out here to remind you about, this is what we did week 1. I did a shadow box. And then, of course, week 2, I did this gorgeous flip book. And for this week, my inspiration, believe it or not, came from this Victorian Christmas stamp set. This actually goes with the paper set that I have. And I had also some decoupage stickers that went with this set, too. And so, this is where I bounced off from. Now, I couldn't find the paper that I necessarily wanted to use in the beginning because this paper that came with this line was not as big as I wanted. And I used 2 sheets of 12 by 12 to create my fan. And so I used 1 sheet of a vintage cream colored paper cardstock. And I used these stamps on them. I used this corner stamp. Of course, after you see it, you'll say, well, why did you even bother? But I used this corner stamp, and I used this little holly wreath right here on it. It looks like a little star. And then I used some stickers from this pack, and you'll see them that matched a couple of things. So anyway, without further ado, let me show you. And I would show you the rest of the stuff, but I used it on the project, so I only have one thing. So here is my fan. And like I said, I use this by 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. And you can sort of see where I stamped some of the images. I stamped it in Vintage Photo, and then I colored it in with some color pencils. And there's one down there. This one really, they did have the, you can see the little corner pieces underneath the lace here. But what I did was, I folded my fan, made my fan, and this is, well, 12 inches across that way, 9.5 inches this way. But, so what I did was, I took my 12 by 12, and I cut it, it was 12 by 9, and I scored it at 1/2 inch all the way across. And then I had colored the paper, stamped the color paper first. And then after I scored it, of course, I folded it up like a fan. And then I have been wanting to use this forever and ever and ever. And I don't know if it shows up on camera or not, but I'm late posting on Instagram, but I am going to post this on Instagram. But it's rose gold, and it is so pretty. I wish it showed up on camera is what it did. But then I had these vintage angels that came from the pack, the vintage Christmas pack here. And then this is actually a sticker that I cut out and mounted on a piece of vintage paper and then cut it out. And then here's one of the little birds here. Then I just took this lace trim and went all the way across with it. And then I put the rose color beads in between here. And then I ran a line of this rose trim that I used last week on my flip book. You can see a little bit better here. I run that on both sides of the fan. And then at the bottom, I was trying to use up some little scrap pieces and stuff. But at the bottom, I first wrapped the stem up in some lace here. And then underneath it, I have layered doilies underneath this. I have like 3 doilies under there, I think. And then this is the one that you put a flower in the middle, and I just put one of the little vintage flowers in there. And then on this side as well. And then I had this little snippet of this left with the dangles on it. So I just put it across there. It kind of covered that up a little bit. And then I wrapped the bottom of the fan in this rose, the roses here. So I just think it came out really pretty. And on this side of it, I put lace on the underside of the fan right here. So it just peeks out a little bit. So I decided, I kind of got carried away. I just couldn't stop. So I decided to make this a loaded fan. And I did the other side. So I put another side, and this is like vintage Christmas paper that I had, and I just used snippets and pieces of whatever I had left over. So on this right here, I ran a line of lace here, which is the same lace as this inside. And then I have a row of the roses here that really blended in with this pretty vintage Christmas paper. And then I had some of the roses left over here. And I wanted to create this little heart. So what I did was I took two snippets. I took a doily and snipped it in half. And then I layered it. So this is another doily on the inside. Then I have a small doily here. And then I just put this little vintage bird on it. And then with every one of my projects that I give away, I always put this little charm that says made with love. So I put that on there. And then this is a chipboard sticker that came with the paper line that I showed you the other week. And so, like I said, this is going to be loaded. And on the inside it was white, so I did take some lace on this side over here and put it around the edge. I took my Victorian velvet and my vintage photo, and I aged the insides of that pocket. And then, of course, I glued lace on this side too. So, and it stands up. So, well, and when I get it sitting right and get things cleaned off the table, but it stands up, and I'm really happy with that. So I'm just really pleased with the way this turned out. This looks more Victorian Christmas over here, and this side, it still looks Victorian stuff, but I just couldn't stop myself. I just kept going and going, and I thought, well, originally I had folded this piece up and then this piece up. I wanted to see which one I liked better for a fan. And I was like, you know what? I've never made one of these before. But I remember when it was all the craze a while back. And I thought, I'm just going to make this into a double fan. But I am going to be giving, this is what I'm going to be using for my giveaway. I am going to be giving this away. And I decided that I'm going to be giving the flip book away. And so the flip book fits perfect inside the loaded envelope. So this is going to be used for my giveaway and probably a couple of other goodies too. But so I am really, really pleased with the way this turned out. And I hope you like it too. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so by hitting that little subscribe button. And don't forget to tap the bell. And also, don't forget to go and look at all the other participants' creations for this week. They all do lovely, lovely, lovely work. And so please go take a look at them. Everything will be listed below in the description box. Don't forget, if you want a chance to win my giveaway, you have to comment on each and every one of my videos and be subscribed to everybody in the list. All right, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed Sunday, and I will see you all tomorrow for Monday Morning Coffee at 10:30 a.m. Bye.